How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today I have another episode of Gear and Gadgets for you. We have several cool new items to check out. I will link them all down below in the description in the order that you see them. That way they're nice and easy to find. If you're new to the channel here and you enjoy knife and EDC content, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe because I release daily videos. And as always, let us know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. So we're going to kick it off with this new fixed blade coming in from Real Steel. Big shout out to them for sending this in. This is called the CVX 80, and that CVX actually stands for something, and this one's pretty interesting. It's a brand new release for Real Steel. You get a microfiber cloth in there. Now, you're not going to get a clip with this one. They're leaving it up for you to decide what to do with it, but that's going to help keep the price a little bit lower. We're looking at $79 for this thing out the door. We have a taco kydex style sheath with several different lashing points. Good fitment in and out. Nice positive click on the way in and a nice pop on the way out. You have a decent little thumb ramp there. Could be a little better, but I'm not going to complain about that too much. One thing I do like about this is be able to get a nice full grip while you're retrieving the knife out of the sheath there, and that's something I look for. It's not necessary, but it is something I prefer. We have some nice jimping there. As soon as you're let off the sheath, you're locked right in. We are looking at a full convex grind, and that's going to be kind of the claim to fame for this fixed blade. That's why it's called the CVX 80. We are looking at convex blade, nice drop point, and we're looking at N690 steel, which is not too shabby at all in this price point. And we're looking at sculpted, textured G10 handles here. And if you look closely, you can see the micro milling done in that G10, and it goes all the way around the entire knife. And we have a large lanyard hole there for the lanyard fans. But I wear an XL glove, and I can get a full purchase on this thing, and that is really nice. We're going to be looking at 7 1/4 overall, or at least very close. That has to be exactly, yeah, just shy of 7 1/4, like 7 3/16, and we're looking at just shy of 3 inches of cutting edge, like 2 15/16, and then just shy of 3 1/4 overall. So this thing should slice and dice like just butter, and yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Yeah, this paper is very finicky, and if the edge is not sharp, it is going to have trouble with this telephone book paper, and it being able to do that means it is nice and sharp, and that's what that convex grind will do. It's not overly thin. It thickens up into the handle there, but this will make a great candidate for a crossover fixed blade from EDC into the outdoors. We will do a closer look at that in a separate video. And I almost forgot, we do have a bonus 6th item at the end of the video if you want to hang around for that. The next item we're looking at is coming in from Workos, called the H1. Comes with a USB-C cord and some extra goodies as well. And you may not know, Workos is a flashlight company, and if you did know that, did you know that they also have a brand new battery bank out called the H1? This thing is awesome. It can run off a dual cell, meaning you can run this off of an 18650 battery, or you can run this off of a 21700, and that's what it's going to come with originally. You get that 21700 feature, but you can also input an 18650, and we're going to try that in a separate video. Good machining, that fits on there very nicely. You have a 2-way clip, and you have a lanyard spot here. So you have several ways you can lash this to gear. You could put this on a headlamp, you know, as an extra battery or something for that lamp. And then there's your USB-C in and out and your USB out. And you do have a power indicator light in there as well. and then this nice rubber gasket to go over top. That is all waterproofed internally in there as well. We're looking at IP68 for this thing, which is awesome. And 5,000 milliamp hours is nothing to sneeze at. That will get your phone, you know, if it's dead completely, this will get you plenty of battery life. Depending on the size of your phone and which phone you have, you'll get a nice charge out of this thing. You have a magnetic base there as well. Very versatile battery bank right here. I like the size. It's the size of a small EDC light, and it's not overly heavy either. We do have that aluminum body with all kinds of milling. It would pass as a flashlight. That's exactly, you know, what we often see. These come in around $37 full retail, but right now they're running like a 20 or 25% off on these. So that's going to take this way down, you know, below $30. And for the quality you're going to get out of this thing, and as well built as it is, I'd say that's a pretty fair price for that. And hey, looky there, we actually have a new headlamp to check out coming in from Workos. This is called the HD50 here. And I didn't mention it earlier, but Workos is actually my favorite budget flashlight company that exists right now currently. I mean, they literally have everything that your little heart could desire. If you want little mini keychain flashlights, they have them. If you want massive throwers and spotlights, they have them. I mean, everything. They send a nice size charging cord along with their products, and they don't charge a ton of money for their products. So let's get this thing out of here. And yeah, I know most people, maybe the average person's not looking for a headlamp, and you're not, that the key word is looking for a headlamp. But I think everyone, if you don't, should have at least one reliable headlamp, and then maybe at least one to back it up. Maybe not good, high quality, right? But I would say have a quality one, you know, because having your hands free to go about and do things while still having illumination, that is a huge deal in some instances. You know, if you anywhere in the US, anywhere across the world, there's all kinds of different disasters that can happen, whether you're in cold country and you get snowstorms and ice storms, or you live in tropical areas where, you know, maybe you're getting monsoons and whatever else. It's good to have certain gear that you can rely on. Now, this, how's that going to attach in there? Oh, I see. Are we missing something? Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. So that is going to slide in there like so. And that actually, because of how that's designed, is going to have the ability to rotate almost, you know, I don't know what degree that would be, but all the way up and all the way down. So if you have to adjust it on your head a little bit, that'll be very nice. Now there we go. Okay. So I was going to say, I'm trying to figure out, there we go. Wow. So you got a throw beam, you got a flood beam, and you have a red light here. So very interesting. And then that's your power button. So that's your power button to get this thing on. And then that's your selector. So you have two power switches. So yeah, power and then your mode. So very interesting. Then you can hold it down to cycle on the one that you want. So here, boom, boom, boom. Hit it again. Boom, boom, boom. Hit it again. And here we go again with all the different levels. So that's a pretty impressive headlamp there. And I've checked out many at this point. So this is going to come in under 40 bucks right now with the coupon that is going on with this. 4,000 lumens, magnetic tail base. You can charge this externally as well as through the actual headlamp itself with the USB-C. couple different lights. You have the 4,000 lumen max out. We're looking at IPX rated, and full retail's $43, but to get this under 40, that's pretty nice. And then the headband looks pretty good as well. You have you have the one around your head, then the one over the top, and then the thing I look for is this padded here, where it goes up against your forehead, and we have a nice thick silicone padding there, and that even gives you a little flow of air on your forehead there. So that's pretty well thought out there from Workos. Next up, we have a multi-tool coming in from Roxxon, and I'm pretty stoked about this one. They've had a couple of new products come out very recently. This is the S503G. I can't remember the actual name of it. This does have a name, and I'll have it linked down below in the description. Let's get all this stuff out. But what they're doing over there is pretty impressive. They're allowing you to buy the body of a multi-tool and add the actual tools that you want to it. You can buy them bare, and then buy the accessories afterwards. And it looks like that's what we have here is the multi-tool itself. But then we have the ability to take some of these items off. We can pop the scale off here. I might have to... There we go. Is that right? We should... Oh, you're going to have to... Okay, I see. We would actually have to take the scale off. This isn't a quick change. Okay, I see. So here we have a couple of the Flex Companion. That's what it is. So it looks like they sent along a comb here. And we'll do a further in-depth video. Don't worry, guys. This is just a first look at this stuff, okay? And then we have another tool here. So let's see what we got here. We have a sheep's foot blade with like a high saber there, sheep's foot. We have a roller with a diamond crosscut file, or just a crosscut file there. We have a punch there. We have a wood saw there. And it looks like a pair of scissors. Yeah. Pair of spring-loaded scissors. And I've been a pretty big advocate over the course of the last couple of months of plier-less multi-tools because, and then we have a nice minimal deep carry clip there. Just a nice clean little multi-tool. And then you have the ability to change it out to fit your needs. Like I said, I'll have it linked down below, but they have just a plethora of different tools and different things that you could add to this. You have that quick release there for your sheep's foot. I guess we'll take a minute, and somebody might be crying down in the comments. So you have to actually unlock this. Once things break in, it'll get a little more fluid, but right now it's locked. And you have to slide that back, which is pushing that back strap back, which is latching into the tang and locking these items out. We are looking at D2 steel for the sheep's foot blade here, your main blade, which that's a big deal for the multi-tool itself. And then we have a hidden 1/4-inch drive here, full size, with normal bits, it looks like. Very nice. And that is going to be with a liner lock there. So that's actually locking there as well. Very nice. Okay. I see you. I've been saying it for the last couple of months. Roxxon and a few other companies are really making a big splash. So the way that works is it just opens from the side. I just couldn't get my meaty paws on there. So this is going to be the comb accessory. Now I don't want to dive too deep into this. We're going to do a full video on this multi-tool just by itself. But basically, you pop this off. You can pop any number of the tools out, and you can pop this bad boy right in there and put everything back on, and you're done. And like I said, the tools that they have are plentiful. There's a bunch of different stuff that you can choose from, and I think they're only going to continue expanding to that and adding. And there's also other multi-tools that are capable of the same thing, at least one other one, I believe, that you can take stuff out of it and put stuff in it. But this is, I believe, their newest project here, and once this thing gets broken in, we're going to be looking at a really cool and fun multi-tool that's going to be very, very versatile. That is coming in from Roxxon. Big shout out to them for sending that in. And before we get diving into this, they do send along an Allen key to maintain the multi-tool. I felt it there in the instructions. So another nice little touch along with the drawstring baggie. Roxxon is definitely a company to keep your eye on. So a nice display here today. Multi-tool, fixed blade, battery bank, headlamp. Now we have a pocket knife, I believe, coming in from Lothar here. So let's see what we have. Nice packaging. We have a zippered case here inside of our box. Do we got room over there? Will it stay? And microfiber cloth. And then we have our knife here. Oh yeah, okay, I remember seeing this thing. They sent a photo of this thing along. So Lothar is a company that is, I would say, an up-and-coming company. They have the ability to do some unique things over there. This is going to be coming in D2, more of a drop point blade with a nice long swedge. Kind of has that stiletto look to it. And we're looking at a liner lock with textured G10. I wasn't quite expecting this thing. So you have a flipper along with, no, those are just, no, those aren't even stops. You can't use them. So I wonder if it's just a aesthetic thing. You can kind of front flip it, but I wouldn't say, I would say this is more of a rear flipper than anything. It does have a decent detent though for that rear flipper. I mean, it whacks out of there. Thwacks. Pretty good access with a chamfer on there. I think this is Lothar having fun, putting out something in the budget range, right? We have a G10 backspacer with a lanyard hole there and then a lower mounted pocket clip. I wish they would do away with the Lothar. I've said that, and I think they will eventually. Just keep that plain. Maybe a little emblem or something, you know? But probably could do without the Lothar there. At the most, I would say just keep the logo on the pivot and call it done for the entire knife except for the steel choice. And that, I would move closer to the pivot there. Nice closing action. And like I said, that detent is really thwacky. I'm wondering why they included the thumb studs though. They're not acting as stops and you can't use them, at least I can't, because they're just up too high and the detent is too strong. So that's interesting that they included those. Could have just left those off and had this kind of acting as your guard, kind of a folding knife stiletto, kind of a nod to the original stilettos, but reconfigured in a modern way and into a folder, of course, and not a, you know, out the side auto. Pretty cool design though. I don't know the name of this one. We do have a, it's the FHZD, but that's not the name of the knife. They do have the names for the knives. I'll have it linked down below. Let me know what your favorite piece of gear was from today. Was it the multi-tool, the fixed blade, the battery bank, the headlamp, or the folder here from Lothar? Love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push the video to more people. If you're new to the channel, I release daily knife and EDC content just like this. Make sure you subscribe. Really hit the bell button. That'll notify you anytime I release new content. I'll throw a couple of new videos up on your screen. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.